Hey guys, so a lot of people on Reddit have been asking about my build and how it works, the CA crit dagger build. So I just wanted to show a quick video about that. I'll show my gems and I'll do a map or something. So for gems right now, I'm using Lightning Strike with 20% quality. The pierce chance on it is just amazing. You can't really use it without quality. It's just not good enough for AoE. Weapon elemental damage is the second one you want to use. It's just a huge damage increase. Lesser multiple projectiles, just for bigger AoE. Then increased critical strikes and increased critical damage. It's a crit based build, so that's just good. For single target, I'm using double strike. Since I use a shield, I can't use dual strike or anything like that. Melee physical damage, melee on full life. I'm CI, so I always have full life. And faster attacks for just a damage increase. And for a bonus, I use Flicker Strike, melee on full life, melee physical. As a fourth link, I don't really know what to put here. I was thinking multi-strike, but I tested it out a bit, and it's kind of dangerous and hardcore. It sends you into packs you don't really want to be in sometimes, and you use it, and it just teleports you around. So, I was thinking about using Power Charge on crit or critical strike chance, but I just need to test those out a bit to see what's better and what I want to use in my build. Let's see here. For auras, I'm using Hatred and Discipline. Let's see. And then remove my reduced mana, put it on Wrath. Wrath really works well with Lightning Strike. Yeah, since you have such a high crit chance, you shock and you freeze a lot with these two auras. Discipline is just good with the ES gain as Chaos Inoculation. If I had more mana, I would probably use Haste, Grace, things like that. I don't have armor, so I don't need Determination. I use Blood Rage as Chaos Inoculation. It's practically free. It gives Life Leech with Ghost Reaver. That's a necessity. Let's see, it gives Frenzy Charge on kill. So with Flicker Strike, Frenzy Charges reset the cooldown of Flicker. If in certain packs you can spam Flicker Strike, which is amazing. It does the most damage out of all my abilities right now. I use Warlord's Mark for more leech, more flash charges, endurance charges, or a chance to get an endurance charge. I'll show you some gameplay real quick here in an easy zone. With Warlord's Mark, I get near infinite flash charges. Since I have such a high crit chance, I use Surgeon's Flasks, or one Surgeon Flask right now, but eventually a second one. And of Iron Skin, just because it's the best way to go when you're not armor. Even when you are armor, it's too good to pass up. I can almost spam these non-stop. Let's put a Blood Rage here. I use Whirling Blades for mobility. It's nice to get the distance and just to line mobs up so you hit them all with Lightning Strike. And then I use Lightning Strike to kind of get them low and flicker them to kill them all off. For rares, I use Double Strike because it's the most efficient single target. Flicker Strike is only spammable with Frenzy Charges, so I can't really use it on a rare before it dies. Here, I'll show it right here. Well, I killed it before I could use Double Strike. Alright, this one's a little bit lower level. I'm level 71 right now, so I'm going to go roll a map and I'll throw it in and show you content. I'll show you my DPS and all that here in a second. Don't have any really good outdoor maps. I'll just do a Overrun Ruin, I guess. Reflect Physical isn't too bad, but I'm I kind of want to run an easier map. My lag right now with fraps is pretty terrible, so let's see. Alright, this is not good. Alright, that works. Is lightning strikes at 4700 DPS, double strikes at 6800, and flicker strikes at 7200. When I get frenzy charges up, flicker does about 1500 more than double strike. It works really well single target, but I can only do about 5 or 6 times, and then I run out of charges on single target mobs unless they have low health. So on bosses, I tend to use flicker and then just spam double strike till it dies. Lightning strike in packs, get them low enough. I can flicker to clear them out. Here, I'll show you. It's just very good. The leech is important too. With quality, you get more leech, but there's a bug right now with it, so yeah, so I don't have it yet. There's a lot of desync that can happen with double strike in big areas. If a mob runs at you and it's not actually where it looks, you can click on it and then it'll teleport you to where it actually is. It's kind of dangerous, but if there's a kind of a bad room, you just not use double strike on the mobs until they fix the issues. Kinda got a scary type of mobs here. They're all physical dealers. Lightning thorns. Wait for my E shield to regen. Since I'm CI, shock stacks are pretty terrible. So in these mobs, if they get a shock stack on me, it's kind of dangerous. Not too bad in most cases, but see, the single target damage with this build is insane compared to a lot of the more popular builds like freeze pulse type of thing. If I flicker into a bad pack, normally I just Whirling Blades out. I have a /OOS hotkey because of the desync that happens with this build. It's not really a requirement, but it's helped out a few times. With Whirling Blades, it's also pretty bad desync, but it's not too bad. As you can see, you can almost spam it on certain mobs. The lower life mobs are pretty easy to keep flicker up. I'll show you my build a bit right now. So it's pretty much almost a copy of Invalesco's CI Dagger build on Exile Pro. While leveling, I picked up about, I think, 13 or 17 health nodes. I can't remember. But just on the path, I grabbed the health nodes I could get. I grabbed this just for leveling. The more offensive nodes, I just waited until around levels 50, 60, 70. Dagger nodes. You don't really need daggers for leveling. You could use claws. You could use really whatever one-hand weapons. But I picked these up around level 60. Picked these ones up here. They're all dagger nodes. At level 64, I went Chaos Inoculation once I bought a bunch of gear. It's kind of a more expensive build because you need red and green slots on energy shield gear, which is kind